guys, just want to show this little radio. Well, not little, it's fairly big. It's an old 1951 Motorola 401 tube medium wave receiver, 540 kilohertz to 1600 kilohertz, or back in the day, megacycles. It's Motorola 400, based I guess on the Rodgers Majestic. Kind of had a bit of trouble trying to find information on it, basically because I was using Rodgers Majestic Radio Corporation Limited model 401, but that radio was not listed under Rodgers Majestic for this particular unit. It's listed under Motorola 401. The radio is complete, I suppose, in regards to tubes and circuitry and stuff. The front panel, the glass, does have a break in it, as you can see. Not sure if there's any collectors out there for these type radios. I'm sure there probably is, but in any event, from what I've been able to read online, this is a 6-volt 6-volt battery radio. It's not 12 volts, it actually runs on 6 volts. And it's got the old-fashioned hammer green finish on it, as a lot of the old gear had way back when. But unfortunately, I put her on a 6-volt power supply, and unfortunately she did not work. And the light behind the dial lights up, the filaments on, or I should say the heaters, filaments on the tubes light up. The vibrator on the other hand is not functioning. Unfortunately, I do not have a spare vibrator here to put in this radio, so there's really no way I can actually test her further. So unfortunately, I think she may end up going to the scrap heap. If there's any collectors out there for this particular radio and need any parts, let me know. I can definitely ship them out to you for a small fee. As you can see, she's got her knobs. The chrome finish is not, bad. It needs to be polished up, but it's not broken, it's not dented. It's all there in regards to that. The knobs are not 100%, but they are still intact on it. So let's take her apart here and see how she looks on the inside. Okay, here she is on the inside. As you can see, she uses a complement of 6 tubes, vacuum tubes. The tuning mechanism over here is pretty cool. How you got this set up? When you tune your as you tune your dial, you have 2 capacitors here that are open and closing. I think that's pretty nifty, if you ask me, how that's set up there. Haven't seen a capacitor set up like that for tuning a radio. Pretty ingenious, I think. The vibrator is right here. It's a Motorola PART-1. Bunch of patents that's under, made in the United States. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to want to do anything on 6 volt. So the tubes, let's go quickly through these guys, take them out so you can actually have a look at them one by one. We have a Rodgers Majestic, which is more like an original tube that was in this radio. Patent Canada 3451. So the date is still in this one. So put her in there correctly. So that's oh yeah. The model number of this one is a 6BE6. 6BE6 Rodgers Majestic. And I would think that's the original tube in this radio. Alright, so the next tube in the lineup is this one right here. These are all peanut tubes, as they call them. This one is an old Filico, so I would assume this particular tube has been replaced. The original tube been replaced with this Filico tube. Where is our model? There you go. It's a 6BA6 Filico, made in Canada. Renewing. Insist on a genuine Filico tube. I don't think these guys had any date on them. I don't think. Don't look like it. Alright. So I'll line the pin up. The holes. Alright, so next to line up is this one here. Another peanut tube. It's also Rodgers Majestic. So this is an original tube to the radio. Patent 3451. And this tube is also a 6BA6 Rodgers. This is an original tube to the radio. Gotta like when you get the originals. But so that's the tube she has there. Let's see if we can get her down to our holes. Line these up, but not easy sometimes. I'll just leave her there. I'll do it after. So the next tube will be this one down this corner. It's also Rodgers 3451, so it's also original to the radio. And this one is a 6AT6. 6AT6 Canada Rodgers. Very, very nice. Nice when you get original tubes with the radio. I'll put that one in after as well. Just where they're so close to the wall there, it's hard to get it with one hand. So the next one in the lineup would be this one. Ooh, it's also Rodgers. There we go. 3451. So it's also original to the radio. And this one is a 6AQ5. Ooh, there you go. Make a nice little transmitter out of this tube alone. Tubes make pretty good transmitters. They do actually. And circuits. And we've got the last one right here. And this one is also Rodgers. There you go. 3451. And this one is a 6X4. 6X4 by Rodgers. There you go. There you have it. And that's the lineup of the tubes for the Motorola 401 by Rodgers Majestic. So look at the capacitor side. And this is the business end of the Motorola 401. As you can see, she uses 1, 2, 3, 4 electrolytics. These are wax filled. As you can see, wax, 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 and wax. And that one there is actually dripping its wax. You got a, I believe this is a paper molded, or wax molded capacitor, I should say. And then you have an inductor right here. This tube here acts as the rectifier tube. And this is the vibrator. I did replace 2 of these resistors. I know they're undervalued, but just to try to get the thing working. But regards to undervalued, what I mean by that is wattage was. Resistance is correct as per the schematic. But anyway, the vibrator still would not function. The two that originally were here were burned up. There's nothing left of them. They burned up. You have your high voltage transformer right here. But a couple big old resistors. Wicked sizes. But yeah. I don't know how much work it would be to bring this thing back to life. There's not a whole lot of circuitry there, to be honest with you. So it shouldn't be too hard to bring her back. Change out all the resistors. There's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like 12 resistors in there. 10 I gotta change. 2 of these mean the wattage needs to be stepped up on them, but they're correct in value. So I don't know. One of them things. Do we try to repair this or do we disassemble it? Anyways, just thought I'd show you the Rodgers or Motorola 401. Again, it is by Rodgers Majestic. She still do have her original schematic, as you can see. Don't really show up very well on camera, but I can. You can download the schematic online. There was another label here, but it has since disappeared. So yeah. So the question is, do I try to repair it? Or do we say, the hell with it and scrap her down for parts? It's really, the only parts are there that is any good is the tubes and the tube sockets, and maybe the high voltage transformer. The rest of it is pretty much junk. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you get any comments about it, what I should do with the radio, or anything like that, put in the comments below. I want to hear what you got to say. Anyways, thanks for watching, and always like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget about the website. Lots of information on there as well. Anyway guys, take her easy. And not 63, out.